Hi, Sacred Woman Tribe. How are you today? So, I had a question to answer, which is basically, how can I love my imperfect body? I want to read you the question that was sent to me. It says, "Hi, Jay. I think we sometimes struggle to love our bodies, the plump parts, the saggy parts, the wrinkles. How do we find our way back to the effervescence?" Posh word. I think that means temporary or fading of our human form, from Miss D. Fabulous, fabulous question. Massive question for women in the West for sure. And I want to tackle this from a few angles. I think first off, the body should be deeply respected. Deeply, deeply respected. The body houses our amazing soul. So we have this beautiful meat suit, that carries us around in this human life, that takes us on this journey, the good, the bad and the ugly and everything that it is to be human. So for me, it's really important how we treat our physical body. And that's not to say that we should be attached to the form of it though, how it represents. Is it perfect? What does the external world say is the perfect body? And we've been roped into believing that in order to be any worth as a woman, you have to look perfect. In fact, whole industries are built on the assumption and drawing you into the belief that you are not perfect as you are. And if every woman woke up tomorrow and decided, you know what, this is all right, the cellulite's all right, the wrinkles are all right, the fat tummy's all right, can you imagine how many companies would go out of business? All the women's magazines, almost all of them, shaped around how to get thin, what diet to have, how to shift those last 5 pounds. Look at such a celebrity. See, she's got cellulite too. I think there was something about Amber Rose recently that she'd been doctoring a lot of her pictures, and it doesn't surprise me, celebrities are under massive pressure to look perfect, and if you've built your whole life around looking perfect, the fear that the ego must have around not being perfect is immense. So if you think about the centuries of conditioning that women have had, so there's conditioning around you are what you look like, and that can be as primitive around getting a mate to be protected, to be provided for. The conditioning that women have had that youth is what's okay, and some of this, I think comes from a human evolutionary perspective of reproduction. When you're younger, you're more likely to have healthy babies, perhaps. But there used to be a time where older women were revered. And in some cultures, elders are much more revered for their wisdom, for what they can teach us. We don't really hold that so much in the West. Older women are kind of out of sight, out of mind. And if you see an older woman who looks good, it's usually around the physical attraction part. Oh my God, she's 55, or like, look at Demi Moore. Oh my God, she's amazing. Look how fit she is. She's in her 50s. Because we're kind of obsessed with what the body should look like and how the body is. And usually we find that it's women who are in competition with other women more than it's an issue between what men think about women. Most men are just happy if you're naked. They're not sort of pointing out, oh, look at that stomach, or your arms are a bit wobbly, or God, you've got a lot of cellulite. They're not as bothered as we are about it. And women use it against each other as well, and I find that really sad to see, because there's a competition that goes on between women sometimes about who is the most attractive, and it's all based on this premise of insecurity, that you're not good enough as you are. And then we can get roped into body obsession. I mean, we see it more and more and more, certainly not just with women, with men as well, that the physical is the most important thing, because this is what people see, and it's a huge distraction tactic that's employed externally, but also by your own ego, to stop you going within, to stop you spending time with your soul, to stop you stripping back and stripping away, buying into what's external, and perhaps investigating a little bit more of what's going on in the inside. And it's a choice you can make to decide to honour your body for what it is, the sacredness of what this physical body gives you. And I would say a really good way to start to love your body as it is, imperfectly, is gratitude, a gratitude practice, maybe a daily gratitude journal where you write, thank you body for, I am so happy and grateful for my feet. These are the things my feet allow me to do. I am so happy and grateful for my elbows, my shoulders. Even if you're having pain in your back or your stomach or your legs, or something's not working properly, if something isn't working properly, you probably need to give that more attention and more love and more focus and more gratitude, because where would you be without it? You could complain about your stomach, or how fat your legs are, or how fat your hips are, or how skinny your legs are, or how skinny or flat your chest is. Where would you be without it? How would you feel if it was chopped off today? Probably not very good. So one thing to really do to get back to loving the physical body is gratitude. Pour gratitude in. Start with gratitude for the body. Treat it as a sacred vessel. So when you come into that point where you're having that thought, I hate this, or I hate that, or I don't like this, I don't like that. I mean, I see more wrinkles in this last 2 years. And yeah, I am on the anti-aging cream. I'm not going to lie. Of course I am. Like this every morning. Oh my God, oh my God. But I try not to get into the belief that it makes me less of a person. It makes me less of a human being. Do I want to have a face that I love? Of course I do. But I don't want it to rule me, that I'm obsessed, that I need to get Botox, that I need to get plastic surgery because I'm getting some wrinkles, or my body doesn't always look the way I want it to look. And if you can bring your thoughts back to, this body is a sacred vessel. This body allows me to have life. It gives me life. Wow. Then you can start to love yourself as you are. And bring yourself back to the sacredness of your body. And if you treat your body in a sacred way at all times, then you'll develop a loving relationship with your body. So that means in what you think, in what you do, and what you say. With your thoughts, if you catch yourself thinking negative, hurtful, awful thoughts about yourself, just stop. Stop halfway through. No, not doing that. What am I grateful for? Are you exercising? Are you eating right? Are you toxifying your body? You don't need me to list all the things that are good and bad for your body. You already know. You already know what works for you and what doesn't. Are you doing it? Are you doing it consistently? I'm not saying never eat pizza, but if you're eating pizza every day and you know it makes you feel bloated, don't. Have something else. If you were to come from the point of view, my body is sacred, how would you treat your body? And write down, what would that mean for me? It would mean that I would have very little alcohol. It would mean I would have very little refined sugar. It would mean I would eat lots of organic fruit and veg, because that's what makes my body thrive. I would put nutritious food in. I would do the exercise that makes my body feel good. Not what I think I should do, what everyone tells me I should be doing. Actually, I do what makes me feel good. What makes me feel good is dancing. That's going to be how I bless my body. So come from a point of view of blessing your body. And yes, our bodies are impermanent in relation to our soul. and they're the only body we've got in this lifetime. So let's love them. And there's more of this in my 14-day free challenge to less stress, more love, living sacred. The link should be below the video, so you can have a look at that. And there's body pujas in there and meditations and lots of good stuff, but that'll do us for now. See you later.